This is Jared Horak for today's RacingDigest.com, and this is my Saturday Digest video. And this is going to be for Saturday, September 16th, 2017. We're going to do the 12th race from Woodbine. This is the Grade 1 Woodbine Mile for 3-year-olds and up, and they're going to be traveling 1 mile on the turf course. We have a 12-horse field, and it's an eclectic 12-horse field. You have horses from Canada, from the U.S., you have horses from overseas. Some of the horses to beat in here, you have Deauville for trainer Aidan O'Brien. He's certainly going to be a contender. World Approval from the U.S. Down out in post 1. And it's just a wide open field. You have some horses like Tower of Texas, a Woodbine horse. He's earned triple-digit fire ratings in 3 of his last 10. He could be. He heard from late in this race. You have horses like Conquest Panthera, got a 150 final rating last time. He's got a couple of triple-digit fire ratings in his last 5 starts. Some other contenders, Lancaster Bomber, another one from Aidan O'Brien. And this one's interesting, maybe even from a pace standpoint, because he's been a pacemaker for some of his high-profile stablemates overseas, and now maybe he's going to be a pacemaker for Deauville. Also, Lancaster Bomber is a 3-year-old, and he's only 1 for 11 lifetime, but he is at least going to be a pace factor in this race. And then you have a horse like Glenville Gardens on the outside, another local Woodbine horse that could show speed, and he's had a couple triple-digit fire ratings in his last 5 starts. So we have horses that have those competitive numbers, but I'm going to go in a completely different direction for my top choice. I'm going to go with the 3 long-on value, 15-1 morning line from the U.S. for trainer Bill Mott. Now, Bill Mott, in his last 15 starts, he's had 3 wins in 4 seconds. His barn's going good right now. Joel Rosario is going to ride, and Rosario is the rider on this horse. Now, lately, he's been showing good a late kick in turf sprints, but he's capable of going longer. Now, overall, at all turf routes, he's run in turf routes 15 times, 3 wins, 4 seconds, and a third. But like I said, most of his recent races were all turf sprints, and they turned this horse into a nice late-running turf sprinter. But going a 1-turn mile on turf, I think he can certainly do that. He's in decent form this year. He's run well from off the pace in his turf sprints, and he's got some quality ratings. He's earned some triple-digit fire ratings in his last 10. He's had 3 of them, so he's one that certainly has the numbers in here. He's got a 150 final rating a couple starts back. It was in a Gulfstream Park turf sprint in the U.S. He's run well in Dubai this year. They shipped him to Ascot. He's been around. Last time, Saratoga, he rallied to finish 3rd in a turf sprint. So now this longer distance, I don't think it's really going to hurt him. There is some pace in this race, and I think he's going to try to get involved late at 15-1. He seems like an interesting long shot to use. Now I'm going to use number 6, Deauville, as my second choice, because I do think that number 10, Lancaster Bomber, is going to try to set it up for him. Deauville may find this 1 mile around 1 turn a bit sharp, but he did run well in a 1-mile race overseas at Ascot earlier this year. In his U.S. turf races, he's run well in 3 of them. He was competitive in all 3, but they were all at 1.25 miles, including last time in the Arlington Million. He ran a decent race, hitting the board there. So he's run well in his U.S. races. He's cutting back in distance. He's going to get pace to chase. He has the class to win this, and he's one that you have to at least throw in the mix. World Approval will be my 3rd choice. He's 7-2 morning line, and he could be the one to beat. And if you look at that last number, he is the one to beat. He got a 122 fire rating. It's one of the highest ones that I've seen from today's Racing Digest. He got a 165 CPR and a 165 final rating in that 4-star day. But that was on yielding turf at Saratoga, so that was a bit of an odd turf course. And he did win that one easily, cutting back in distance. Now he's 9 for 20 in turf routes. But he is 0 for 2 at Woodbine with a 3rd, so he hasn't had success at Woodbine yet. But based on that last number, and I said, it's probably inflated. I don't know that I really think that he really ran that kind of number. But his other numbers were still good, too. He's had a 105 fire rating a few starts back, a 101 and a 100, and some of his final ratings, too, in the 150s earlier this year and last year. So he's certainly capable. Even if you think that last number was a bit high, he's certainly capable of running a big number on any kind of footing. Mondial Least will be my 4th choice. This one, he won the Woodbine Mile in 2015. Now, he hasn't had a lot of success in overseas races this year. His best race, he missed by a nose in a group event there, but his other races were below par. But he's run well in the U.S. He's run 5 times in the U.S., and he's earned fire ratings topping the century mark in 3 of those 5 starts. And he's been in the 140s in his final rating. So he's one that's capable of 8-1 morning line. He has the class. He's won this race before. and he's going to offer value. Here's how we're going to play this race. My top choice, long on value, I'm going to make he's number 3, and I'm going to make a win and place wager on him. Then we're going to play an exacta. We're going to put World Approval, Deauville, and Mondialiste, the 1, 6, and 8, on top of number 3, long on value, and then a trifecta. We're going to put the 2 most likely winners, your 2 favorites, number 1, World Approval, number 6, Deauville on top. We're going to put all in second, and then we're going to put number 3, long on value, and number 8, Mondialiste, in third. So that trifecta will be 1, 6 with all, with 3, 8. Now, if you're interested in my full card analysis, you can find that at todaysracingdigest.com. As soon as Santa Anita starts on September 29th, my full cards will resume. And if you're interested in this complete digest for Woodbine Mile Day 2017, you can go over to todaysracingdigest.com. Just for a couple bucks, you can get that complete Woodbine digest. A lot of valuable information with the fire ratings, the comprehensive performance ratings, the final ratings, the late fractions to see who the best closers are, all kinds of information in that digest. And you can find that at todaysracingdigest.com. That'll wrap up this video. I'll be back next week with another stakes race from around the country.